Let's stay in the NFL here, Dylan, because if you are a fan of the Miami Dolphins, a fan of the Oakland Raiders, or a fan of the Tennessee Titans, these Matts not so welcoming because they're your quarterbacks now. You look around because of injuries that we saw in the NFL in recent weeks. Tannehill out in Miami, and then this week on Saturday, both Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr going down with injury. So start, sit, or cut each of these three quarterbacks, the Matts leading the aforementioned teams. Cassel in Tennessee, McGloin in Oakland, and Matt Moore in Miami. I know, buddy. I know.
Stupid, man! Start Moore, sit Cassel, cut McGloin.
No, it's your guy you're cutting there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your guy.
I had just ordered the authentic jersey, too, for the playoff push. None of them are going to give their teams chances to actually win playoff games and do great damage to their opponents. Matt Moore's just, as far as McGloin, just doesn't have a lot of experience. What does he have? One total win in his career. Really, the crux of his time came in 2013. Cassel has not really been active for a while, but it's the experience of Moore and Cassel that leaned me more that way. Moore had a pretty good game today. He looked okay. They scored some points. It looked pretty good. Cassel
they won the game.
Yeah, and Cassel not so much. McGloin, it's jury's sort of out. I think McGloin probably has the best weapons. You could argue that.
Sure.
Certainly, there's some there in Miami, especially when the run game is going. But you don't want to be in any of these situations. Unfortunately, all these teams are in these situations in the AFC. And I think just experience has me going more Cassel than McGloin.
My list looks exactly the same. I'm going to start Matt Moore, sit Matt Cassel, and cut Matt McGloin. And it's for the reasons you mentioned. These guys have started games, Matt Moore and Matt Cassel, in their NFL careers. They've been in the game a lot longer. I think they have a little bit more arm talent. More especially, I think there's a clear line of delineation between Cassel, and McGloin in terms of arm talent that he has. He is no slouch. He's not, Matt Stafford, Matt Ryan, anyone of that ilk, but he's no slouch when it comes to his ability to move the ball down the field.
We saw him throw a couple good deep balls against the Jets last week, and last week, week 15, and in this game, he looked pretty good. If you just look at the stats, if you didn't see any of the action today, I think if you just look at the stats, they kind of tell you some of the story here, where Matt Moore played pretty well. When Cassel came in for Mariota, he played okay, and Matt McGloin barely played. It's like, it was the end of the game, they were just trying to get out of Dodge, hand the ball off to Murray and Richard, and just get out and see what these X-rays say about Derek Carr. It was like, Matt McGloin. They went to page 3 in the playbook. That was it. They barely got past the opening page of the owner's manual. So beyond that, it's not a great situation for any of these teams to be in. But that's the nature of the NFL with injuries being so prevalent, and these backups got to get ready quick. If one of them could really step up and play great, you never know, because there's some good pieces around them. But I tend to think all these teams are